Hi, it's Laura with Positive Thanks Living, and today we're going to do Roxy's weekly challenge, Rachel at Roxy Creations, using these envelopes. I've cut them open already, and I just wanted to show you, I've been doing my hand lettering practice for the 100-day project. I have a lot of these pages now, and I have to figure out what to do with it. Part of what I've been doing each time is using them in a craft. So this is a CD envelope, and I've just tucked in one of my practice pages into the envelope. And here's a journaling card. So I'm carrying on with that, and I can use some of this practice page to decorate the envelope. Continuing on with my 52 tags with Hannah Handmade 52. I'll put the hashtag there. I really should write it down on one of these tags the way I've seen it. That was last week's. It was kisses. This week is going to be buttons. So I'll be going through my mum's button box to do this, probably tonight while I watch TV. Oh no, not tonight. Tonight is our date night. On the weekend. Anyhow, let's get going, get cracking on this. Rachel, she finished 3. I don't think I will be able to finish 3 in 45 minutes, but I have 3 available, and on the off chance I have a 4th. But yeah, that's not going to happen because I'm not a fast crafter at this point in time. All right, I had to cut the envelopes backing off completely as opposed to leaving the little flap because my envelopes came in the mail and they were securely shut. I'm going to try and do a little bit of what I saw on another video to make my own little flappy thing. So it's folding up this part. Gail Agostinelli. That's who I was watching. Brain isn't working too fast today, unfortunately, but we all have those days, huh? Let's hope my hands work faster. All right, so fold them up. What Gail did was she folded this a little bit to give herself the flap to glue onto. Sorry, I need to move up a little bit. Keep between my markers. That's why I have this up here and these down here, so I can tell where to keep my hands. All right, fold those up like so. And I'm hoping that this will be the last thing. No, I'm determined that this will be the last thing that I add to the journal that I'm working on. It is a cloth, has a cloth cover, and I'm going to sew in the signatures this weekend and be done. Yeah, you heard it here. I'm going to call it done. And this journal is one that I've challenged myself not to put any digital items in. Yeah, unfortunately I messed up on one of them, so there is a digital item in there. It's just the scrap that I'd collaged onto an envelope, and before I could even think about it, it was down and the envelope was in the journal. I thought, oh no, there's a piece of digital on there. But so, except for one piece, there are no digitals, and that's that journal. So these will go into the 3 signatures of that journal, and it will be done. Yeah. Okay, and then what I think I saw I watched it twice, the video, so that I could know what I was doing. And then I tried doing it and immediately messed up. As you can see here, I forgot that you were supposed to fold up the other side. Yeah, well, that's okay. I can use it as something else. All right. So that folds up, and we have the little flap to adhere, attach, make it a flip. The flap to make it a flip on the page. I really like using envelopes. Last fall I made a really cool thing from an envelope with all kinds of tags tucked in. And I wrote about it on my website, and an online friend who has been a great encouragement to me, she won it. It was fun. I'll link below a link to that blog post on Positive Thanks Living. There we go. And the idea is that a tag will go in here that you'll be able to see in the window, and then underneath the window will also be something else interesting on the page itself. Have you tried these yourself? Do you like using envelopes? I like the idea that things aren't going into the landfill, that they're being repurposed and used as something pretty. Taking just a bit of the edges off of there to make it easier and fit better. See if I can reach a bone fiber, and that way it goes down a little more smoothly and hopefully works better in the journal itself. Okay, here we go. Now on to decorating. So what goes first, huh? What goes first? I have some scrapbook paper from another project a while ago. I have some, this is vintage wallpaper pieces from Weeds and Wishes. So I can use some of those. I've used it on other things. I won't use the pinks, but I'll use the browns and the greens. I'll save the pinks and blues for something else. I have some, this was paper that I practiced, and then I used watercolor pencils on. That's in another video from this series. This is German. It's from a cookbook. Yeah. I find it hard to read this script, but I love the look of it. Yeah, Fleisch, Gemüse, that's vegetables and meat. Yeah, but so I can use that script. I have some music paper, and whoa, I have some encyclopedia paper. This is so brittle. The whole book was falling apart when I got it, but I knew about that, so it was fine. And this is from a book that was falling apart also. It's from 1889, and it's a Swiss Alpen flowers. So this is from that, and we'll put these on here. 3 of these flowers. This is the book. What else do I have? I have this book page from a book. So let's use a page out of here as an option. This is before 1900, 1898, I think. I have some papers and pages from Edith Holden. But I also have a whole bunch of them that are partially cut out in a box because I've been using her images exclusively. So here we go. Let us decorate. Let the decorating begin. Can you tell I'm procrastinating? Okay. Let's start with the scrapbook paper, just to start with, to make the first part go quickly. This was from a scrapbook page that my daughter had in her things that came to live at my house. So she so kindly has let them live here and let me use them. And I'm going to ink because I like that look. Covers up the white edges, and I'll cover up the white edges on the actual envelope also. There we go. Watched a few videos this week while I was taking care of our granddaughter. She has a nap still in the mornings or later mornings, and she naps in my arms, and it's a lovely time to snuggle with a little child, and she sleeps very well to the sound of your voices. And it's nice to spend time with her and spend time with those that make junk journalers and make junk journals and videos. I can learn a lot. On the latest video, I guess it's not latest by the time I post this, but Catherine at Sunnyside Journals had an awesome tip about one of her covers. She said, when you attach things with this Fabri-Tac, if it is an oops, where it goes places you didn't want it to go, don't mush it off right away. Rather be patient, let it wait and let it dry, and then you can go back later and it's easier to remove. You have less damage on the surface. And I thought that was brilliant, just brilliant, and I appreciated that advice. And she shared that while our little granddaughter was napping on me. I shared that on Instagram. Are you on Instagram? I would love it if we could connect there. I'm Positive Thanks Living on Instagram also, the same as YouTube. I try to use my word of today. So one word, I don't do goals or resolutions or anything like that at the beginning of the year. I just choose one word to focus on, and the word has multiple meanings and is connected to many different aspects. 2020, the word was make, which was quite apropos for the year, considering I was home all the time because we were in this mess of a time. And I made lots of things, so it was lovely. But make has a greater meaning too. You can make someone smile. You can make a cake. You can make a friend. You can, yeah, you see the direction, huh? So the word has many nuances. 2021, I've chosen the word today. And what I'm thinking about that word is the fact that none of us are guaranteed, obviously, days. But we do have today. We're here right now. What can we do with our day today? Make the most of it. And the idea being that if you put things into your day, each day, it will add up to a very lovely year, hopefully. Yeah, let's put that down there. This book, the paper has like a, I don't know if I can show you, it has a texture to it. Tears beautifully. There is such a thing as tearing beautifully. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna, well, I should, I suppose. If I've started inking things, I should continue inking. So I try and write down each day what I'm thankful for. And I try to send out a greeting, reach out to somebody, send a text or a greeting or an email or phone call. Very rarely do I make phone calls. I'm not a phone person, which is ironic because here I am talking for 45 minutes, which if somebody had told me that years ago, I'd have just laughed at them. I'd be willing to talk for 45 minutes. Wow. All things are possible in this time period, huh? I'm not usually the one that talks. That's usually my husband. He's the person that discusses and talks and etc. I'm usually the person in the back of the room. We traveled for a long while, full time, with an RV, and my husband spoke to groups of people about values in business. So, of course, I was there. And yeah, I was the person at the back of the room that coordinated or just encouraged them on, answered questions from people as they walked in. Who is this fellow? What does he do? Yeah. It was one of the many things we've done together, Rob and I. We're used to being together a lot, and it's a good thing. We enjoy it. So that's one reason why we're pursuing this 37 dates in 2021. I've talked about it in other videos. They have to be unique, so no two alike. They have to be appropriate for this time period, lovely as it is. Again, not saying, yeah. So last week, we created our own little mini golf course in our apartment. We used books, and we used the kids' Duplo, and we used pizza boxes and all kinds of things to create a course. And then we used our grandson's little golf, play golf balls and stick to challenge each other to see how many strokes it took to get through our own mini golf course. And it was hilarious. We had as much fun building the course as we did playing it. I'll put a little video at the end so you can see what we did. We just want to walk the talk of, we encourage couples in marriage. So it is possible to date your spouse in your house in a pandemic. We're married 37 years this year. That's why 37 dates. Okay, that's that side. Wow, I'm going slowly. Yeah, well, let's do a different. How about that? So tonight is date night. We're going to be going to a card shop, like a Hallmark card shop. And this is something we recommend when we do little events with other couples. We recommend that, I suppose I don't have to do that. I do this. Yeah, because, well, underneath. Go into a card shop and we'll follow all the guidelines to be safe and everything. Go into a card shop and look at greeting cards. So many greeting cards have lovely words on them, huh? Poems, there's funny ones. And we just sort of look through the greeting cards and show them to each other. Here's one I'd give you, you know. Purchase something if finances permit. And that's the date. And it's fun because you're sharing interesting words or words of affirmation with each other. And it doesn't cost anything. And it doesn't have to take all evening. It's not a time-consuming event. It's possible for those that are apart, meaning if you're working in one city and your spouse is in the other city, to do this even via, you both go out to a card shop and you both do this at the same time. So it's even a good thing to do if you are not together in the same city. For work or whatever. Obviously, it's a lot easier when we're not in this time period of lockdown or pandemic. However, it's something you can do. Okay, let's use some of this paper here. So that's the plan for tonight. We'll get our supper, we'll pick it up, eat it in our vehicle, and then stop into a card shop with our masks and make sure we've used hand sanitizer on our hands before and after and during to make sure that we're safe. We'll laugh a little bit at the funny cards, and we'll share some romantic cards, some words, and then we'll come home again to the apartment. I haven't been out of the apartment for a great while, so it'll be nice to go somewhere and do something, even if it's just for a few moments. What's your most memorable dating experience? Positive memorable. Oh dear. I have to get rid of that. Many times people feel as though you're married, why are you dating? But the way Rob and I look at it is when we pursue something, whether it's a profession or a new hobby, we often do things that, we keep ourselves current. You can't expect to keep your job if you never, like profession, if you never take courses or get better at what you do. And it's the same with marriage. You can't expect marriages to go great. It's the amount of effort that you put into it. And not every year is going to be wonderful. But if you've been married any amount of time, you know what I'm talking about. Anyhow, crafting. Let's talk about crafting. Have you watched any videos lately that you've enjoyed? Leave a comment below. If you have a video, I'd love to see what you make in your video. Let's try some of this paper. Not wide enough. Use it somewhere else. Okay, if it's going up this way, then I want it to go this way. All right. I haven't done a lot of crafting this week. I've been focusing on this hand lettering project, learning how to improve my ability to write things well. Okay, let's cut this off. So it looks pretty. Okay, there we go. And this will be on the side of the page. I'm going to cut this off here. It'll just annoy me that it'll appear crooked when it's on the page. And we'll ink this here. Let's just ink this a little bit. So if this is glued down to a page and then it opens like so, this is glued up here as a pocket. I think this is okay. All right. I have a little bit here that needs something. Let's put some paper on this area here. Oh, and I just noticed I need a bit of something up there. All right. Can I put it up there? Let's do a little bit more of this paper at the top. Sorry, I'm trying to stay in so that you can see my hands. On each one of these, I want to put a wax seal. It's a new thing that came in the mail. Yes, I was shopping online again. Amazon. So playing with wax seals is fun. There, okay, that's up there. And this is here. This will go on the edge of the page to flip in and out. This will be glued down. Let's do that now. Glue you down so I take and fit in. All right. And on the front, let's put some of this here. I think I'll fussy cut these images. If this book hadn't been falling apart, I might have had a hard time cutting it up, but it would have just gotten damaged. So, I'm reaching for my little scissors that are curved. I like these a lot. They cut well. I think they're embroidery scissors. So put that on there. Glue it on. I don't think I need to ink around this image. The paper itself is quite dark. Swiss Alpine figure. Let's find this is what goes with it. Figure 1. Let's cut that out and put it with it, huh? Sorry, I'm trying to do it so you can see. Wow, this paper is so delicate. Where shall we put this? Up here? I'm going to have to very carefully tear this so that it goes on there. All right, let's put that up here. And this and this. Down here. I'm not going very fast, am I? Well, that's the way it is sometimes. Yep, let's leave that there. Okay. Like so. This one. Okay, first one done. I'm going to try and finish the second one, and then, yeah, that's all. Oh, and maybe just looking at the time. Wow, I'm slow. Oh well. All right, let's just do one more. Let's see how fast I can go. Can I go faster than I went before? Let's tear like this. So. We won't glue this time. Sorry, we won't ink this time. We'll just put this down and see how fast we can go. Down. Just fold her up this way. Okay, and then let's put some music paper on this side. Here. Here and down here. Glue a little bit where I missed, so it'll stay. And we have encyclopedia paper, we have some music paper. Let's use some of this. Ruler. Not exactly what I was hoping for, but it's okay. I can make it work. Hello. Get out of the way there. And here. Let's cover on this side. Okay, this goes up here. Put this down. Not inking helps quite a bit. Not talking helps even more. Oops. Can you craft and talk at the same time? Do you have the same speed? and craft and talk. I have a wet wipe here that I can remove some of the glue. Oh, and now it's wet. Okay. All right, music paper on this side. Here, yes, that'll work. Let's do some of this here, down this side. Trying to go faster. And not talk as much. Okay, I gotta keep talking. We've had some very bright sunny days this week, but cold, quite cold. No snow anymore, or again, but it was cold to the point where we couldn't, go for a walk or with the grandchildren. It was just too cold. They're not used to that. I haven't put any washi tape on at all. Let's do a little bit of washi tape here to cover this up, and maybe here. I have some washi tape. Bunch of it. Here, this is kind of pretty. I'm going to ink the white parts so that what shows through isn't as stark, has more of a there. I can put it, bring it around this side here a little bit. And let's do some washi over the top here. There we go. I'm going to cut that. I don't want it over the top on this one. And a little bit of inking. On the edges. I think I like crafting slowly. It's more meditative. How about you? Do you feel you're a person that crafts quickly, or you feel you have a more slow aesthetic? Maybe it's just because I haven't done that much of crafting. That slow is a more comfortable pace for me. This paper is incredibly fragile. I might have mentioned that. So, have to be careful. All right. It is 45 minutes, and if it hasn't been, yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 45 minutes. I'm going to add on to this and finish it off camera, or off recording. I'll find another image to go on and maybe add a few other interesting things, but this is my version of what Rachel at Roxy Creations did for her weekly challenge. And it's going to go on a page. I can't reach the pages, the signatures of my current journal, so it'll go on a page, and it'll be a flip with a tag to tuck in. Here we go. And take care. It's Lori at Positive Thanks Living. I wish you well. Stay strong. See you next week or next time.
Reset.
On your mark, get set, go. Oh, very good. Is it underneath there? Where is it?
Not yet. Here we
Ooh.
That's 2.
That's 2.
Let's see if I can.
Can you make it go down?
Oh.
Nope.
Oh. Let me try that again. Oh, I found it. There we go.